Hey, what's up guys? Another video here for you this morning out in the garden. I was just going to show you how to tie up tomatoes to bamboo stakes if that's all you have. I don't necessarily recommend using bamboo stakes. A lot of times the tomatoes will get real heavy and kind of bend them over, break them off. But I'm still doing some bamboo stakes on a few of my tomatoes. If you watch my other videos, you'll know that most of my tomatoes are all tied to U-posts, and those are much sturdier, rigid, better, for holding up really heavy tomatoes. So I tied one up already here. Just kind of want to show you, and I'll show you how I did this. So on most of my tomato plants, I do 2 leaders or 2 main vines. You can see down here where it Y's. This is where I let one of the suckers grow out, and then the main stem. So I have two leaders I have to tie up. So instead of just tying them, tight to the pole like this, if I tied them both tight to the pole, it would be kind of like that. And you can see how they'd be pretty congested, right? So what I do instead is I'll let them kind of tie them separately or individually out here like this, around the pole, and then around the other one. That way they still have the rigidity from the bamboo stake, but they're not congested so much. And I mean, you can see how the wind blows or there's some heavy fruit on there, they're going to be pulling against each other. So that'll kind of help them stay in place. I'm just going to show you real quick, try to show you how to do that here with this one. And since I only have one hand and no cameraman, I'm going to go ahead and tie like the first part, and I'll kind of take a little video or a clip, show you how that's done, and I'll kind of work my way along. So 1 second here, let me get this started for you. Also, on a side note, I'm just using this kind of twine. It's the jute twine, I believe, and it comes in a giant roll. It's much bigger than this. I've used probably half of this roll for like $4.99, $5.99. So as far as value, it's the way to go. Alright, so I made my first knot. I'll try to get you guys the best view I can here. This is where I knotted it, and what I did was I just looped it around both of these vines. Okay, so you're going around both the vines, around the stake, and then you're going to knot it. You want it to be not too loose. You want your vines to be 6 inches or so, 4 to 5 to 6 inches, away from the bamboo stake. You don't want them way out here to the side. You want it kind of so they're kind of close. Now the next knot I'm going to do, and I'll show you real quick here what you need to do. When you tie your knot, you need to leave some extra twine. Alright, so you're not cutting it even, so you don't have any extra tails. After you tie your knot, you should have these tails. I'm going to try to do this kind of one-handed here. So you have these extra tails. You're going to go underneath or over top, doesn't matter. You're basically going to go around that bit of twine that you just tied like this in the middle. Okay, and what that's going to do is, I'm going to tie a knot here in a minute. I'm just going to go around a few more times, use up some more of this tail, and I'm going to tie a knot right there. And what that's going to do is that's going to give you the rigidity of the bamboo stake. All right, and it's going to act like you individually tied them to the stake, but instead of tying each vine to the stake, you're going around both vines and then tying this to the stake. So I've went around that spot twice actually. Now I'm going to go around the bamboo stake here. Once again, I'm sorry, I'm one-handed here today. So around the bamboo stake, we're going to kind of pull that tight to the stake. Alright, I'll go around. You can really go around as many times as you want. It doesn't matter if you have a long tail to get rid of it. So I'm going to finish this off by just kind of tying a knot by going maybe around this one and yeah, one-handed challenges. Kind of around this one here, and I'll just pop this through the hole there, and I'll snug that tight in a minute. But you can see what that did. Now it's tying both vines up to that stake. So that's what I'm gonna be doing with these ones on the stakes here. As far as the other tomatoes, tying them up, if you'd like to see how to tie those kind of in between two posts and not individually to bamboo stakes, let me know in the comments, and I'll do another video on how to tie them up in between two posts. So thanks for watching, guys, and as always, thanks for stopping by and have a great day.